What's up, guys? Happy New Year, first of all. So, I wanted to do a quick review of this Samson Star C free-floating quad rail. The weapon is safe. I got a super smoking good deal on this rail from a local dealer here. A quad rail wasn't really what I was into at the time, but I'm kind of loving it now. It's pretty awesome. It is a free-floating rail. You can see here how it clamps to the barrel nut, just like a lot of other ones do, and it's pretty beefy, really. Even if you remove that clamp, you kind of need to knock the upper piece off with a hammer. The bottom piece comes off, so you could install a M203 if you were, I guess, the kind of person that could have an M203. I'm certainly not. You can see there's Star C M4203. Really awesome rail. It's got the rearward QD sockets on either side. And I started this video off with the rail apart because it's pretty tight. Honestly, before I put it on, I was a little concerned because the bottom piece was a little bit loose. It might, when you're holding it in your hand. And I was thinking about, well, maybe I'll put some high temp silicone on there or something to tighten it up. Well, it turns out I didn't have to. After I put it on, it got really tight, rock solid tight, and it is completely free floating. It's just a really nice rail. I'm going to see if I can lay the phone down real quick and put this lower back on so you can see it. Like I said, if it seems a little bit loose in your hand, don't worry about that. It's not going to be loose when you put it back, when you install it, that's for sure. It seems to be very well machined, obviously, if it takes so much effort to install and remove. Everything fits very snugly. All right. So here it is with the bottom installed. You can see how that it slides in there. I'm trying to focus here. So it'll slide into there and then just slide back where you'll drive that pin. That is a captured pin. It's not going anywhere. And this is the 7-inch version. This also comes in a 9-inch version. I think it comes in a 9-inch version where the top of the rail would end where this one does, but the sides and the bottom would extend to the front of the front sight base. And that's actually the one I would have preferred, but for the money, there's no way I could turn it down. And I think they also have one that comes out a little further that boxes the sight in, kind of like a SOT Mod Block 2. Anyway, there's zero play in this thing. It's kind of hard to show you while I'm holding the camera, or the phone rather, but it's a solid rail. I looked around. This particular one is $269 on Samson's website, but I saw it for $255 on Optics Planet. All of the sling swivels, sling swivel pockets are a limited rotation, so it's a pretty cool feature. Keep your sling from getting all twisted up. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. I've had no issues with it. It doesn't seem to get hot. This doesn't have the thermal coupler like the other ones do that installs in between the handguard and the barrel nut. This one goes straight on the barrel nut. Yeah, it's a good solid rail, man. I can't say anything bad about it. It does leave a little bit of a gap there. I can say that about it. If the gap were bigger, then maybe I could look at maybe removing some material to get it to mate up. What I do is put the carry handle on and then push it forward to line everything up, so the top Picatinny rail is continuous. So if I wanted to, you know, take that off and mount a scope or something and bridge it to the handguard, it would work just fine. So it's a really cool rail. You know, it looks awesome. It works great. It's solid as a rock. Can't get any movement out of it. They say they recommend trying it without thread locker on the 4 retaining screws on the clamp, and these screws are machined in a certain way where they're pretty tight. You know, I did not put thread locker on these, and I've used the rifle quite a bit, and they have not come loose. So you can tell they're kind of a bit of an interference fit all the way in. Well, they said try it without it first, and you know, it worked pretty well. So, and it's a regular 7-inch rail. Now on the sides here, if you were going to use a cover, the rail's going to slide back so far, and it's not going to go because of the bottom of the clamp. You can see there's still some rail on the top there, but it's not going to slide completely over. So a 7-inch rail cover, I think, is going to stick off a little bit. Although on the bottom, looks like it would pretty much go all the way back, at least back until it hits that pin. So it's something to be aware of. I'm trying not to get the table all dinged up here. But yeah, it's awesome handguard. It's very well made. It's made in America. It's got the index markings on it, and I would certainly buy another one, especially if you're looking at the Knight's Armament. The what do they call it? The M4 Riz, the one that clamps to the barrel nut. That's, you know, that's military issue. That's standard military issue. That's a solid rail. This does essentially the same thing, but it's free floating. Is there going to be a little difference in strength? You tell me. You know, that stamped ring that this would attach to on the front, I don't think that's going to add too much strength to speak of. So I think for the same amount of money, if that's what you were looking to buy, you could just get this Samson rail and then have a free floating barrel, you know, for, you know, have the ultimate in accuracy and all that for the same amount of money. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and watch for some more reviews in the future. I got some more plans to do some more videos. And have a good night. Happy New Year.